I keep hearing that Black Americans have a victimhood mentality, but let me tell you about the victimhood mentality we need to actually address, and it's coming from the most powerful demographic in American history, white people. Specifically, white evangelical Christians. Remember Trump's inauguration? The forgotten men and women of our country will be forgotten no longer. Forgotten? We're talking about the demographic that's held the presidency for all but 8 years in American history. That controls most governorships, most state legislatures, most corporate boardrooms. And recently, Vance said, white people don't need to apologize anymore. Apologize for what, exactly? And who was forcing anyone to apologize? This is victimhood cosplay from people who've never actually lost power. Let's look at the narratives. White replacement theory, the idea that there's a deliberate plot to replace white people. This isn't fringe anymore, it's gone mainstream. White genocide, war on Christmas. Christians are being persecuted in America. Meanwhile, Christians make up 65% of the country. Every president has been Christian. Merry Christmas is everywhere. But a Starbucks cup becomes evidence of oppression. Here's the pattern. When other people gain rights, when immigrants arrive, when Black lives are affirmed, when LGBTQ people can marry, they frame it as an attack on themselves. Immigration isn't replacement, it's just immigration. The same immigration that brought their own ancestors here. But suddenly, when the immigrants are browner, it's an invasion. Here's what gets me. Black Americans point to slavery, Jim Crow, redlining, mass incarceration, documented, systemic oppression, and they're told to get over it and stop playing victim. But white evangelicals claim persecution because they might have to bake a cake for a gay couple, because schools teach accurate history about racism, because saying happy holidays is somehow inclusive. When you've had dominance for so long, equality feels like oppression. That's not persecution. That's just not getting your way 100% of the time anymore. The real victimhood mentality? Claiming you're under attack while holding the majority of power, then accusing actually marginalized communities of complaining too much. I'm saying this as a white person. We need to call this out. The forgotten men and women weren't forgotten. They just had to start sharing. And that's not oppression. Real victimhood is systematic. This is just discomfort with losing a monopoly. Know the difference.